Van life safety has always been a priority, but I can't believe that after my van home was hit 3 times on my cousin's street, and recently I had a confrontation with some people about this, they had the nerve to break into my home on wheels. They smashed my window, and when they saw that I wasn't in there, it was brazen. They did a smash and grab. This is my van break in story and the terrible realities of van life crime. They broke out my window. They broke out my window. They took my Christmas present. They broke out my window. They broke out my window. They broke out my window. Oh wow. They broke out my window. Glass everywhere. Broken glass everywhere. Somebody busted out the windows of my car. And we'll just go see. I'm waiting on the police. They said to not touch anything. So I don't know what is going on. Oh boy, it's just weird. You can just put your hand inside your vehicle. Oh boy. Well, look at there. Look at there. Look at there. Look at there. Okay, so let me give you some backstory while waiting on the police. Let me do it really fast. I've been living on and off for several years in my mini camper van. It's been by choice because it allows me to travel the USA and not have to spend money on accommodations. This channel is the Joy Route, and Joy Route means live your best life. In other words, do you, boo, do you. When I'm in town in my home base of Ohio, I'm at my cousin's house. I'm usually at one of my cousin's house. This is the main cousin's house where I rent what I call my winter room. I rent it because I don't like being out in the cold weather, although sometimes I am in my van in the cold weather because I want to be on my own. My cousin lives on a very narrow street. This is not her street. And cars are constantly being hit. Personally, my car has been hit not one, not two, but 3 times. I filed claims, I had to pay deductibles, and it's pretty much been a nightmare because nobody have cameras and nobody know nothing. It's kind of like there are parking wars on her street. It's always something. And it's a pretty nice area, or it's a decent working class neighborhood. The last time my car was hit, it was by a lady on a adult motorized scooter. She's in the neighborhood, came over to Ohio from Kentucky, and for some nefarious activities. Recently, she hit my car on the scooter on Labor Day, and I decided to leave because I was basically just sick of the neighbors not wanting to share their camera footage and just other stuff as well. So I decided to leave. And as y'all see, I have been at a hotel for like 3 weeks. I don't know, something like that. My cousin has motion cameras, but it didn't capture anything, and that's a whole nother story that we'll get to later. The other day, the lady who hit my car on a scooter, she was on the street again with the guy she was with when she hit my scooter. But this time they were in a car with some Kentucky license plates. I went outside, I took pictures. The guy came outside from the house he was in. He told me not to take pictures of him or his car. I told him I would because his passenger had hit my car and she's wanted by the police. Me and him had a little disagreement and he got on in the car and drove off. Overnight, my car windows were smashed out. Now, because my van home is my home, it's not uncommon for me to be sitting on my back seat, laying on my back seat. I'll be in my car because it's my home. And even if I'm at somebody's house, I will be at my car. And I park my car in a different location in her neighborhood, but in a different location. He knew where it was. I think they went and smashed my window. They smashed my window on one of the coldest days in Ohio, and it took a long time for the police to get there, but I did thank the police when they got there. And as you'll see, the police is wearing this perplexed look on his face. Your home is your castle, whether it's a mansion, a trailer, a tiny home, or a van. When someone violates your home, it feels deeply personal. When I discovered my van window smash, I couldn't help but think about people dealing with, far greater losses, like the loss of loved ones. But then I had to acknowledge my own feelings. My van is my home, and it's okay to feel hurt and violated. Living in my van. Okay, so years ago, I gave up 75% of my possessions to, live a minimalist, nomadic lifestyle in my mini camper van. Material things don't mean much to me, but my van holds sentimental value. It's where I live, travel, chill, worship, and read. It's my sanctuary on wheels, and losing even small, valuable items feels significant. When my van was, wrecked into on Labor Day, it was embarrassing to me to have to drive around with dents and things like that because I don't care what age the van is or the age your vehicle is. I like to keep my vehicle clean, and I like to have it to be dent free. Living in a van means you park in many places, and a damaged vehicle, it attracts unwanted attention. So I strive to keep my van looking neat, and even though I'm a clutter bug, I don't be wanting to clutter. I'm not sure if the person who smashed my window or the thieves who took my bag of black clothing, which was my black pants, dress, leggings, and shoes. It's like my black bag for all things that I wear. They stole my cooler bag filled with food and snacks, including coffee packs and fruit snacks, my peanut butter, my crunchy peanut butter. They took my new laptop that I hadn't even taken out the box. It wasn't a top of the line laptop. It's frustrating and disheartening, but of course these things can be replaced. Even if the sense of violation is still with me, look at my van, y'all. I tried to cover it with plastic and it looks a hot mess. I was trying to drive and I felt so embarrassed and just very embarrassed. So it's important to give ourselves permission to feel upset and hurt by such incidents. Material losses can't compare to more significant tragedies. It's still valid to feel violated. I am embarrassed by the look of my van, this plastic and the dents and all the stuff, all the money I've paid to get my van fixed up, and now I got this big hole in my window. So I acknowledge my feelings as I move forward. Let me give y'all some tips so you don't have to drive around like this. And by the way, I got a deductible I got to pay, and I'm getting my van fixed later in the week. So here are some tips. Keep your valuables hidden. Don't leave any valuable items visible in your van. I call myself doing that. Park in well-lit areas. Again, I parked in my cousin's neighborhood. It's not a bad neighborhood. It's like half and half. But I did think I parked by some people's houses that would have cameras. Maybe they just don't want to have nothing to do with it. Use security measures. Invest in good locks and consider using security cameras. Well, I'm going on Amazon and I'm going to get a camera for my mini home. Cover your windows where I do have window tint. So my windows are covered. And stay alert. Well, I would have been staying alert if I was in a van, but I wasn't in a van. Now, y'all remember, possessions can be replaced. Your safety and peace of mind are priceless. Take steps to protect your home on wheels and don't let these incidents deter you from your journey. It's okay to feel hurt and violated, but it's also important to keep moving forward to enjoy the freedom of the nomadic lifestyle. Thanks for watching, y'all. Y'all take the joy route. Let me leave y'all with something positive and pretty, okay? We ain't got to go out like that. We don't have to go out like that. Take the joy route.